So the Oscars are coming up very soon, and I think generally a lot of people kind of find the Oscar Best Picture winners somewhat boring. So I thought, let me do five Best Picture winners that I think could change your mind. And the first one is Anora. This one last year. I thought this film was fantastic. It was done by Sean Baker, who a lot of people probably know from the Florida Project if you've seen it. And this film is hilarious. It's really funny. It's very heartfelt. And I think if you're looking for kind of a rom commy kind of thing with a little bit of an edge, this is a great one, especially with Valentine's Day tomorrow. The second one is Gladiator. I'd be surprised if people haven't seen this, but I would also be surprised if a lot of people didn't know it won Oscar for Best Picture. This is obviously directed by Ridley Scott, and it's about Maximus, who basically gets betrayed, and it's him trying to get back to a position of power as well as getting one over on the person that betrayed him. This film is full of action. Obviously, I mentioned about the betrayal, and it's just a really beautiful film. Second one's not as good, but this first one is incredible. The next one is The Departed. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is probably one of my all-time favorite Scorsese's. It is just incredible. It's essentially about Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who is a police officer, and he's trying to find the dodgy copper who is giving information to the local criminal. This one has so many twists and turns. It is action packed. It is fantastic. If you haven't seen this, again, I'd be really surprised, but just check it out. It's incredible. The next one is Birdman. This is directed by Alejandro G. Inarritu, who a lot of people know that he won the Oscar a couple of years later for The Revenant, and he's directing a really interesting film coming out this year with Tom Cruise called Digger. So, kind of looking forward to that one. This one is about Michael Keaton, who is a washed up superhero actor, and he's trying to make his way back into the world of acting by doing a Broadway play. And this film is just so funny. It's really weird. Kind of reminds me of a Yorgos Lanthimos film at times. But yeah, if you're looking for something a bit different, a bit strange, check this one out. And the last one is Slumdog Millionaire. I'm a huge fan of Danny Boyle. I think he is probably one of the best directors at what he does. He can change from so many different genres and do horror 1 minute with 28 Days Later. And he can come and do Slumdog Millionaire, which is at its heart a romance, but also a bit of a drama. This film is basically about Dev Patel's character Jamal, and he's kind of had a bad life. He is kind of done what he needed to do to get money, and he ends up on the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This film can be really funny at times, it can be incredibly heartbreaking, and it's just got the right amount of Danny Boyle flair in there. This one is great. It was kind of marketed as a real feel good film, which I wouldn't overly say it is. It is quite dark at times, it is quite brutal at times, but it is a fantastic film anyway. If you have seen any of these, let me know what you thought in the comments below. And are you going to check any of them out if you haven't? And follow me for more film and TV content.